Hey everyone, and welcome to the final Create Every Day in June. So I know it's not June anymore, but there were some unforeseen circumstances out of my control that made it so that I could not post the final video at the end of June, but here we are now, and I did want to close out this amazing thing that I did with the help of friends. Just talk about Create Every Day in June and bake a cake to celebrate. So here's my chocolate cake. I will leave the link for the recipe down in the description. It's perfectly moist. I just like dipping cake in milk. It's a me thing. Don't worry about it. That's good cake. I did Create Every Day in June mostly to see if I still could do YouTube. I spend a lot of time putting pressure on myself to make my videos as good as humanly possible, and that takes a lot of time, and I like my videos to be exactly what I want them to be in that moment. I also spend a lot of time scripting for videos that aren't even out yet and that I've been working on for months because they are so important to me and they're on such important topics to me that I want to get it right. And I am aware that when I make a certain type of video, a certain audience is going to see it. That puts a lot of pressure on me. So I wanted a break from my usual style of content, which is, my usual style of content is kind of whatever the hell I want, but polished. And this was my way of getting back to finishing things and getting things done and doing things for the sake of doing them and doing them to have a good time and have fun. And I've been doing that off camera quite a bit before this. Like, I made this scrunchie off camera, but then I decided to make it a tutorial instead of just, you know what, let's just make a scrunchie. So yeah, I kind of wanted to change my philosophy of how I make videos, and I think I achieved that. I have been watching a lot of Adam Savage's content. I've been watching a lot of with Wendy. I've been watching a lot of people who are creative people who work really hard at the things that they create, which I think I do. I think I work really hard to make things that I love, whether it's videos or it's stuff or it's, Pizza John magnets that I haven't finished cutting out yet. And I think that I want to document the process more. And because I've been watching that content, it felt like a way for me to change my mindset to do this series and do it, kind of relax a little bit on making my videos look perfect, making sure that they sound perfect. Like, I haven't plugged in my microphone whatsoever for any of the talk of the camera stuff I do anymore because I've realized that, like, that's not what makes videos good. What makes videos good is good content, and I kind of needed to get back to that a little bit and just kind of put something in such a tight constraint. This is the same thing I did with 1,000 Words of Summer. When you put something in such a tight constraint where you have to post a video every single day, there's no time to think about whether the sound is good or not on that take, or whether you've stumbled over words in that take, because you just have to, it is what it is. There's no time to redo anything or fix anything, or there's no time for me to dwell on the fact that, oh, I kind of look weird. Oh, why didn't I do my makeup? Why didn't I turn on my ring light? Why did I forget to turn on my freaking ring light? I did that for the Project for Awesome video. And that kind of turned me off of making videos for a little bit because I was like, I know that's going to be seen by a lot of people. Why did I do that? I was really hard on myself for that tiny thing. And it's like, there's no time for that. And it allowed me to relax and just enjoy making things again. And that's what I like doing. I like making stuff. I like making stuff whether it's video essays, I like making stuff whether it's a scrunchie or a blanket that I'm still working on, that's still going. And I also like finishing things. At the end of every video, pretty much, I had a finished product, including this cake you see right here, which I'm going to take a bite of right now. I'm so sorry for neglecting you, cake. It's a good cake. It's also vegan, this cake, which is, you know, I'm sure a few vegans follow me. Eggless vegan. It's a good cake. But finishing things is something that, because I get so overwhelmed with what my vision for something is, I end up not finishing something. And this was something where I was forced to not think about my vision. And it's just like with the crochet hook case, it's just like, well, you have to, like, these lines aren't perfect, but like, I just have to get it done because I need a place to put my stuff. I'm like slowly trying to change the way I think about these things and not put so much pressure on myself, which isn't to say I still don't, because I haven't touched my novel yet since I printed it out after those 2 weeks, and I have to do that, and I have to finish my blanket, which I want to look really good at the end of these. Oh gosh, I started it at the end of January, and it's now July, so I'm looking over there because it's right over there. It's been a minute. I've spent a lot of time with it, and that's also the thing. It's like when I spend a lot of time with something, I overthink it more. I get in my head about it more, and I feel like it's the sunk cost fallacy of like, I need to, because I spent so much time on it, it needs to be perfect, otherwise it wasn't worth it, and what was the point? And like, let me put in even more time and more effort into this one thing that probably doesn't matter to most people, because just like, I've spent so much time with it, and I know it like the back of my hand, and it's also an ego thing where it's like, I know better how something should be, and it's like, shut the fuck up. Who are you? Who am I to say what's good and what's bad? You know. So, did any of that make any sense? It's pretty late at night right now as I'm filming this, and I'm also, like I said before, I had gone through a very difficult week, and I'm tired. And this is just a talk of the camera rambly video. If you're my patron, you know how these go. Not the cake part, but like, you know how me just unscripted talking at the camera goes. And also now, if you've watched a bunch of Create Every Day in June, you know what unscripted me talking at the camera looks like. Although I've probably edited quite a bit of that out. But yeah, that's kind of my philosophy on Create Every Day in June and why I did it. If you've been around for a very, very long time, which most of you haven't been, but back in the day I did Create Every Day in May, and where I posted a video every single day in May, and I tried to make something every single day in May, and that was a much smaller scale thing. I wasn't into crochet then, I wasn't into sewing then, I wasn't into embroidery or any of that yet, so like I wasn't a crafter yet necessarily, but I did paint that peacock up there. I don't think you can see it from here, but I've pointed it out in other videos, and there's an elephant right there that I still have that I've made, and it's just, you know, it's lovely to have things that you've made that you can point to and say, I did that, because especially as someone with ADHD, it's very difficult for me to remember my accomplishments when I'm down on myself. I just think about all of the things I haven't finished, because that's what I've been trained to focus on. It's all the things that I haven't done yet and I haven't accomplished yet, and it's just this mindset of failure, and it's great to see like, oh no, that's a thing I made, that's a thing I finished, that's a thing I did. So that's lovely to have. So yeah, that's kind of that's why I do Create Every Day in June. That's also why I have all of the stuff I've made out that I can see. It's like, this is one of the embroidery pieces I'm most proud of, and that is why it is sitting right here, where it is in my view almost all day. Yeah, it's like, I can look back at this month and see that I finished this project. Like, I really wanted to end on this note specifically of, like, celebrating and baking a cake and finishing this month, even though I'm a week late on it. Yeah. I really see this month as an accomplishment, and, like, to be honest, I will probably have to relearn this lesson again and again and again, just as I did all those years ago when I had to create every day in May. That, like, what I put out is good no matter how much time I spend on it, because, like, I'm not going to put out a bad video. I'm experienced enough at this point that I'm not putting out a bad video. I'm not putting out bad content on the internet. That's just, like, I am just that good that I'm not going to put out something absolutely terrible. Although, like, there are some videos that I'm not too proud of, that were a part of Create Every Day in June, but, like, those were learning experiences for me of, like, oh, that is something that I cannot put out in that fashion. Like, especially some of the digital art videos where, like, it just felt like I was being lazy by not putting my face on camera. But also sometimes I realized, like, I don't need to put my face on camera, and sometimes I can let the content speak for itself, and that's it. So, yeah. It's like learning a balance constantly, and I said I was going to be done talking about this, but okay, I'm done. Okay, on to the next part of this video, which is me taking a sip of this milk first. What's next? I wanted to talk about what's next for this channel, what's next for me. There's going to be a lot of chaos in my life in the near future that I'm preparing for. However, instead of posting once a month, I do want to commit to posting twice a month on this YouTube channel, because I feel like I can do it. If I could post every single day and make decent content the majority of the time for every single day in the month of June, I can make 2 videos a month. I also want to make, I want to commit to making 1 video that is creative every month, as in, like, a video where I make a thing once a month, because that's some of my favorite content to watch on YouTube, and I want to create what I love. And also I want to commit to making something that is more like this, more talk at the camera, more vloggy in the original sense of the word, not daily vlog style vloggy, but talk at the camera, talking about something I care about vloggy. I want to finish the video essays I've started, which I'm counting as, like, the talk at the camera style video, and hopefully those will be done soon. Novel wise, I have my binder of my first draft that I've poked around with a little bit. I am going to take a couple days to only do that for 2 days straight. I think I need to, like, only focus on those things and not hang out with people or go online or, you know, do other things. I will probably just be, like, crocheting and reading my work. That's probably what's gonna happen that day, so I can, like, kind of keep my mind clear. I mean, I can't say I will stay off of Twitter. I can't say that, because I'm addicted to Twitter. I'm sure all of you are shocked. That's what I need to do with that, with the blanket. I want to finish this month as in July. I want to finish in July this blanket, because I have other projects I want to do that I have planned out for my next 2 videos I have planned out, and I want to finish them, and I want to do them, and I've ordered the materials for them. I'm ready to do it, so, which means I'm ready to finish this freaking blanket, which also brings me to my next thing, which is streaming. I want to start streaming again. Last time I streamed, I streamed 3 times a week for 4 straight months, and I really dove into it with head first and, like, into the deep end, and just, like, went for it. And I think that was good for me, because I learned a lot from it, just like I learned from Create Every Day in June, but I think I need to scale down to, for now, every other week, doing a once a week live stream. So so basically you'll have content from me every week, where 1 week will be a live stream, another week will be a video, a live stream, and a video. Probably. I'm not promising I will keep to this schedule in terms of videos. You might get just 2 videos at the end of the month, both of them just like done because I've spent too much time editing and like freaking out about the wording of a sentence or something. I'm still me. Yeah, that's my plan. Like 2 streams a month, and where I work on most likely a crochet project, most likely my hexagon blanket at the moment until I'm done with it, and then the next crochet project that I'm very excited about, that there will be a video about, that I've already like half written the intro to because I just got extremely excited about it. I love this cake. And I think I want to end this video by thanking you all for joining me on this wild journey that was Create Every Day in June. I really enjoyed every minute of creating. Well, I wouldn't say that. I was also freaking out half the time. But I've enjoyed a lot of it. And I really want to, again, thank my patrons for supporting me this month. Y'all have been amazing to me. I do think I make quality content, and if you have been watching my videos and want to support me on Patreon, that would be lovely of you. Obviously, save your money if you don't have a lot of it. Patreon is not my primary source of income. YouTube is not my primary source of income. Save your money if you need to. But if you'd like to support my videos, please check out my Patreon. I think I do good enough work here to merit Patreon money. I don't want to say merit your dollars or anything like that, but like I think I do good work here. And if you don't have cash to give or don't feel like giving money to me, more than okay. Again, just share my work with someone who would like it. I want to grow this channel. I don't say that often. I don't say that loudly often, but I do look at my analytics a lot. I do look at what works and what doesn't, and I do know exactly what kind of videos certain people want me to make, and I have my reasons for not making them. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But it is what it is in that case, and I want the videos that I make now to do well. So please share them if you can, if you would like to. And again, thank you so much for watching my videos, commenting. I love reading comments that are on my videos. I love responding to comments. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching this video. That is it for this video. And I will see you not tomorrow. I need a nap. Bye.
Special thanks to PelonX8, Untapped Inkwell, Eric Svensson, and Ben Birdperson, Kaka, for being my patrons. If you'd like to support my video work, you know what to do.